Morning. Got the landscapers outside doing their job. And it got pretty cold last night. So I have brought in my plants, or the plants I'm taking care of from the cold. And this one needs to be replanted. And then that one is doing very well. So I brought them in from the cold per owner's request, which is fine, no big deal. I'm going to find a home for them. This one I have a stool I want to put it on. So you can be here with me doing all the things that I'm going to be doing today. So let's see if I can, maybe I'll have it kind of like that. And so I'm going to find a place for these plants. First of all, I thought I have a stool. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I was thinking maybe this stool would work for this plant inside. So I think I'm going to put it on the other side of the table because we're going to be hanging up these coats. These rollers are going to go back to, this is one. We still have these red rollers that we have to return. So there's 4 of them. 2 of them are right here. I don't have a place for them yet. There are 2 of them here and 2 of them are. So I'm going to go ahead and put this plant here. And it's root locked, so it needs to be, it's desperate for a replanting. But for now, until I get the supplies, we're going to put it right there. And if I remove the jackets from the chair, which I'm going to do, it should be fine. We just can't put our jackets there, that's all. And we want to hang these up anyways. So we're going to remove the jackets from the dining room table for sure. That is a must. And I'll have to find some hangers and hang those up. And so I set them on the couch right there, and then I'm going to hang them up. But now I have to find a place for this little thing. I should put this on the windowsill. I don't know if that's going to fly, but with the lines, not too bad. So I'll put that there, and that should be fine right there. Oh, yes. So I put one there on the windowsill. And then I put one over here behind the chair on the stool. So that's going to be fine until I figure out something else. I don't know why that's in the shot, sorry. So, and I got my shopping bags are all over the friggin' place. And I got to find the box that these plants came in because there's other things in the box. So I don't know where the box went. I'm a little concerned about where it went. That's not it. Oh. Okay. Why? I don't understand. How did things get so mispacked? Okay. So what do I have here? Carpet shampoo. So, okay. Vinegar. My air. It's gone. It's gone. Yep, a couple other things. Those are from the bedroom. Here's one of my dog's toys. Where's the ball? Pair of socks. There's a tack. Yeah, and a magnet. A couple of little magnets. That's weird. Okay, so, yeah, it's a bunch of junk. But the carpet shampoo and stuff like that. And this bag has like all the marshmallows and stuff. I'm a little concerned about where the box is with the plant. Yeah, I don't know. Coffee pot on the floor. And there is a bag right there. I don't know what's in that, but there's no box. There's no box with a plant in it. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know. But today we are going to do some cooking and some cleaning and some stuff like that. So we have to finish cooking the cookies because we still have batter in the fridge. And we need to cook the baked spaghetti. So we're going to start on that. After, I've been kind of busy this morning. So after we have a cup of coffee. So my dog again looking at me like I'm crazy. Did you see him? That's so funny. See him right there staring at me. I think he thinks I'm talking to myself and that I'm crazy now because he's always staring at me. It's so weird. So first and foremost, the most important thing is we are going to have some coffee. We're going to have some coffee. This one doesn't like to shut, and this one doesn't like to stay open. Or I mean, it likes to stay open. One likes to stay open, one likes to stay shut. So it's kind of bizarre. I'm going to put this over here. And there's a little bit of milk out. A spoon. Get my spoon. I have a real spoon here. Let's see the water. And this, I'm going to use my little cutter. My funky cutter. I don't know why it works so well for this, see? And not for other things. Not for what it's supposed to be. Alright, so there's that. And I think there's enough in this one for one more. So I'll try to put the rest of that in there. Yeah, perfect. Alright. We're going to have a good cup of coffee. It is not hot yet. So now we're just waiting. So while we wait, I'm going to put some stuff away. I don't know if I want to have those in there. You know, I think I don't really have a choice. And I think I have another box of this somewhere. But we have parchment paper now, which is good. I don't know where the other ones are. Because there was, we had, what the hell? Yeah, it's longer than the, alright. Maybe that's when I had it all the way over here. There we go. That works better. Okay. And then the hot holders there, and that's perfect. We still are missing a lot of stuff to do. So there's other things in there I don't normally have in there because there's stuff missing from it. We have, voila, an empty tote. So I'm not sure how we're going to use it, but we're definitely probably going to use it. We're going to set it right there for now. Waiting on the coffee, and I'm just going to grab made a mess on the table. I have a lot of cracks in these white tiles, and the rubber grouting is yellowing, and the tiles are cracked. So I have one there, a chip, one there, I got crack right here. This one's cracked up here. So it's a very old table, but I like it and they're the same. So what I'm going to do with it, it's going to be beautiful when I get done with it. So I am going to get some wood paint. I'm going to sand this down, and then I'm going to get a very dark, almost black stain. I'm going to restain it. And then I'm going to take all this grouting out, and I'm going to get black grouting, and I'm going to put all this black grouting in here. So, and then I'm going to find some of these white tiles and replace the ones that are chipped. If I can find black, then I will do a pattern. And that's it. So, because I'm going to be removing the grout, the tiles should pop up. When you lift it, when you're underneath it, it's wood under there. So this is an inlay. I would think it would be an inlay. So there's that. So it might be harder to, get all the grouting out without breaking some tiles. But it's rubber grouting, so I don't understand how that would be hard. But I have, let me just get a paper towel. I don't know what is going on out there. So let me take a look, because my dog is up here. Oh, you know what? Skippy, knock it off. It's the garbage can. Okay, we now live very close to the garbage can, and we can hear when people, because they'll lift the lid, drop the garbage, and let the lid fall, which is fine. I mean, but that's what it is, so knock it off. Crazy dog. Okay. Oh, I got this to clean up this water under here. This, I hope this didn't get a leak. There should not be water under here. If there's water under here again, I know that this is leaking. Oh, there's a drop of water right there too. I don't know. We'll see. I hope it's didn't. And it's got a couple of another huge dent right there. Yeah, it's like that long. That one was there, and then the other one. I did that. I think I did that right before I took it to my daughter. And then there's another dent there. I don't know, maybe one there. I don't know, but it looks like it's been dropped. So, yeah, I never know. Okay, let's get to enjoying a cup of coffee. I don't want to put too much in. The last cup I had I put too much in. Okay. So we're going to taste it right here. It's not quite the color I want, but I don't want it too sweet either. Yeah. Skippy, knock it off. It's good. It's not great. That's good. Looking at my espresso machine, and I thought, I was going to get into having one of those. Maybe I'll make an iced one here in a little bit, because I really, really, really want to try it. I'm kind of looking for the reason I put it away. Why did I put it away? It's a nice machine. Maybe either I was tired of making them, I don't know. But I did put it away, but now it's back out, and I did a test run on it. Seems to be okay. Yeah, so I'm going to go for it and make some espresso. I'm very excited. Do I have... Oh yeah, I got my stomper and everything. My measuring spoon. This thing is kind of cool. Um, I'm not sure why it has these, but maybe it's the tools you need to take one of these things apart or something. But it's a measuring spoon. Put the coffee in there, and see, look, there's some grounds in there. I run that test run, and look, there's stuff in there. So I think I'm going to do another test run. There's still water in there, but anyways, I don't see that there's any adjustment. Gotta do that. With a tool. That's a plug on the end. Oh yeah, there's a spot to take the end off too. But do I have a tool to do that? No, I didn't. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's nothing. Wait a second. I pushed it down. It went down in there. I pushed it in there. It went down in there, and now I can't get it to come back up. Okay, well, I'm just going to put that back on and pretend I didn't do that. Right? So, yeah. There's that. It looks like there's some water in there. Kind of a little thing with water in there. But yeah, so I'm going to rinse that out. And this is to stomp the coffee down in the, when you put coffee in there, use this as a stomper. And this is to scoop the coffee into the thing. However, I thought maybe this was because they have the different shapes, right? And different sizes. I thought maybe that would be something to measure, but I can't figure out what it would be. I don't see any bolts on there that would require me to, besides it would have to be along because of this thing. You wouldn't be able to. Anyways, I'm just babbling. So maybe we're going to make an espresso. What do you think? Should I make a iced white chocolate mocha? Oh no, that sounds really good. I'm going to enjoy this cup of coffee first. Okay. Getting a little late start this morning, but however, cheers to my cup of coffee. It's very good. And so I am dressed. However, I have these kind of funky colored sweats on with my purple jacket and purple t-shirt. So that's what I'm going to be wearing until I get too warm and have to take off my jacket. So let's get first things first. So, the routine. We're going to do the dishes, put the dishes away, wash the ones that are dirty, and to me, you look a little blurry when I don't have my glasses on, but yeah, so there we go. Okay, take my glasses off. So we have to put the dishes away before we do the dishes, and this is, its new home is now here on the sink, or on the countertop, next to the sink and the stove. I'm not going to put it over here anymore. I'm just going to put it right there. Okay. Loaf pan, and this one, let me put this one back way under here. And this one goes under here as well. rearrange these dishes a little bit. Because there's 2 shelves instead of 3. I figure, I'm going to put a 3rd shelf in. When I get the tools to do so. Until then, it's just going to have to be the way it is. Put my cutter away. I think I only have the one cutter. I've got this cutter, but that's a little cutter. Okay, let me just put these away because that cup is not dry. To dry the cup. There we are. Not this cup is not dry, but this cup is. I'm gonna have to dry it. Put it away. Look for my other spoons too, my other measuring spoons. There should be a whole set in there, black measuring spoons. And I could not find them, so they're in a box somewhere. All right. I love these plates. Here's the gorgeous, yep, I have 4. 4 of them. I do. So I was just thinking about this winter's coming up, the snow, and about every 6 to 8 to 9 years, Washington State gets a big, huge snowstorm. I think that's what's going to happen this year. But one of those huge snowstorms, oh man, I could not believe it. It was probably the worst one in Washington State, one of the top 5 worst, I think. But so where we live, the house that we had, from the kitchen, if you took 2 steps down into the kind of recreational area, the washer and dryer, and then you would, so you had the little washroom kind of area, but it was open up to the rec room area. We had a TV and a couch, and that's where we watched TV. And at one time we had a pool table in there. That's another story in itself. But this year, this one particular year, and I must have been 11, so that would have been let's see, 63, 74, maybe 73 or 74. It's 10 or 11 years old. Um, we had this humongous snowstorm, and the sliding glass door was, like, the snow was up to here on the sliding glass door. Yeah. So when we opened the door, the snow would fall in the house. But this particular year, my sister's husband, maybe boyfriend at the time, but husband, maybe boyfriend at the time, I'm thinking, because I'm not sure what year they got married. But anyways, he wanted to walk down to his mother's house to check, to make sure, you know, his mother was okay. And asked me if I wanted to go along in the 5, 6, 7 feet of snow, right? So I said, yeah. So he had snowshoes and I did not. So needless to say, it was very hard for me to get around because he had snowshoes, so he had it better off than I did. But you know, I had my boots on and I had my jacket, my gloves, my coat, my everything on, my hood. And it didn't seem that cold, but it sure was white and glistening outside. It was so beautiful. Just the whole state was just covered. I don't know about the whole state, but definitely Seattle area was doused with a 7 or 8 foot snowstorm back in the 70s. I'm not sure what year it was. I think I was 10 or 11, so it was 73, 74. But yeah, it was, so I walked down there, and his parents we lived by Northgate, and his parents lived just off Lake City Way, across the street from the junior high school, Jane Addams Junior High. So I crossed the street and down a little bit. So the walk was probably, I did the walk to junior high, to Jane Addams, like every day, so I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Let's see, how old are, what grade are you in when you're 11? So you start school in kindergarten when you're 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So kindergarten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I hadn't gone to Jane Addams yet, actually. I was still in Pinehurst, which is very close to our house. So anyways, we walked down there and the snow was glistening everywhere. It was just the most beautiful thing. And it was the first, I think it was the first snowstorm that we were in Washington for. The other ones, if we had them, were only like 2 or 3 feet of snow, and I really don't remember any one but this one. But I remember more after this one, just not before this one. So, yeah, it was just gorgeous. But we walked down there and made sure his mother was okay, which she was. She was fine. She's a strong woman. Actually, she was a bitch, but she's a strong woman. You know, I liked her, but nobody else seemed to like her. But I did, so I was happy to go with them. And then when we got there, you know, she was like, "Oh, I can't believe you came to check on me. Would you like a cookie?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So yeah, that was fun. So then we had to walk back. And it was very exhausting. So we stayed and rested for a little while, and then we made our way back. So we made sure she was okay and she didn't need anything or, you know, want for anything. And so she was fine. And then we ended up walking back. It was not, but we did take a different way back, and it was so beautiful. We took kind of the main road down, like, what was that, 115th? That would have been 115th. So we lived on 112th. We lived on 12th and 110th. And so, and Pinehurst was on 12th and 112th. So, and Ravenna Way. Because it was like this way, and then a diagonal one through. So, anyways, so we walked down 115th, and then we walked back up 112th. So, it was a different route up, and it was just as beautiful as the way down. So there's that. I liked my brother-in-law. We hung out quite a bit when I was younger.